Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set for Game 2 here in Fulton. Let's go ahead and give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both teams here for Game 2. It'll look like this for Northwest. Hobson will lead things off. He'll be in center field. Cavett will be the second baseman. Lee will be the DH. Lester will be at first base. Logan will be catching in Game 2. Rogers will be in right field. Townsend will be your left fielder. Griffin will be the shortstop. And Bird will be at third base. Eldridge will be the pitcher for Northwest. He has a no decision on the season and an 8.44 ERA. For ICC, it'll be the usual suspects in the first three spots. Meeks at center field. Verdong is the third baseman. Davis is catching. Bryce Capobianco will bat in that fourth spot. Ware will bat in the fifth spot. Martin Nolich will be the shortstop. Drew Capobianco will be the second baseman. Hancock will be the DH here in Game 2. And Hood will move out to right field. Ketchum will be pitching for the Indians here in Game 2. He's got a record of 1-0 and a 1.17 ERA. We'll take one more break and come back with that First American National Bank opening pitch. This is the Davis Ford pregame show here for Game 2 between ICC and Northwest.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not gonna believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with zero sugar?
Yeah. Why?
Come on, it has zero sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we start things off here in Game 2 between ICC and Northwest, awaiting that First American National Bank opening pitch here from Ketchum. It's going to be a chopper right back to the pitcher. Underhand toss across the way. 1-3 to retire Hobson. That First American National Bank opening pitch coming your way at 6:40. First American National Bank, a proud supporter of Itawamba Community College and their surrounding areas. Follow the flag to the First American National Bank location nearest you. So Hobson retired 1-3. This will bring up the second baseman, Cavett, to the plate here for the Rangers. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs bringing this action here for game 2. If you're just now joining us, you missed a wild one. In the first game of the day, ICC walks it off in the bottom of the ninth with an 8-7 win on a wild pitch. As that pitch missing for a ball, 2-0 now is the count here to the second baseman, Cavett. Sun setting, temperatures dropping a little bit. Been a nice day for baseball here on a Wednesday in Fulton. That pitch in there for a strike, and we're going to have to be a little patient on the umpire's call, as a little slow to make that strike call. 2-1 now is the count. And that one in there for a strike as well, evens the count at 2-2.
Got the grill fired up back there, Adam. I can smell hot dog. I don't know where I smell hot dog from, but I smell hot dog.
Might be one up here in the press box somebody's eating.
Oh.
A swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strike out there for Ketchum. 2 outs now in the inning. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. And now this will be the DH Lee. He was catching in game 1, and tell you what, if he had to catch in game 2, man, that kid would have been wore out on the way home. Look at that pitch in there, a breaking pitch that finds the corner of the plate for a strike.
Yeah, you're right. But the Indians are forced in a situation where our catcher will be wore out on the way home, because Riley Davis is catching game 2 again.
Fastball inside, missing. 1-1 now is the count. Well, that's kind of the case, and it's unfortunate because ICC, man, they have been bitten by the injury bug a lot this year. And so ICC will have to battle part of the season without some key guys. Is that one in there for a strike? But unfortunately, that's part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he and Connor Gardner split time catching, and 2 great catchers there on their end. But, again, Connor on that injury bug list right now. So
this pitch foul back off the netting.
And hoping we'll get him back soon and get him back going.
Spring break week here on campus. Not a lot of students, but a good crowd making their way out to the ballpark. Some folks heading to the cars to get their jackets a little bit as that sun's setting now. 1-2 now is the count here. That pitch missing outside from Ketchum. It evens things up at 2-2. Well, Brad, what's going to be the key for the Indians to find a way to get a home sweep here of a tough Ranger squad?
Well, of course, base running, as far as getting people on base, playing solid defense behind this pitching, which they have been doing. They did that in the first game. You got to play that good, solid defense, but then that timely hitting and getting ahead. Right now, we got the first 2 outs in the first inning, and I think if they can continue this trend like they did in the first game, get ahead, make Northwest be the one that has to fight back.
So winning the 2-2 offering here after that foul ball, this pitch popped up, drifting over, is going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2 here with the DH Lee for Northwest.
Yeah, great job of hitting on his end. Got 2 across the board now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here on Lee. So good job of hitting on him to kind of up the pitch count of Ketchum, who hasn't had many pitches thrown this first inning so far.
Ooh. Good looking breaking pitch, and sometimes the home plate umpire kind of gets locked up on a breaking pitch as well. As that one, I guess, just a little bit too high, as now the count goes full. 3-2 pitch on its way. Fastball lifted, popped up. Left fielder will jog in and will make the catch for out number 3. Well, that was a major league pop-up there. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Rangers in the first inning. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part, that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
One Hot and Ready Classic. We actually changed it with...
What?
You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro! You've changed, Karate Man! How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed! Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza. Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the bottom of the first inning. ICC will send Meeks, Verdung, and Davis to the plate here as Eldridge taking his final warm-up tosses. And look at his pitching. He's got a couple of different releases, some that he comes over the top, some that more of a sidearm and three-quarters type throw. So Indians batters will have to pick those up in a hurry. In this one, as Eldridge we talked about, no decision on the year. 0-0 is his record. He does have an 8.44 ERA. And Brad, you got some more stats on him there?
I figured you was going to ask me. I was looking. Yes, I do. He does have, like you say, 4 appearances on the year at this point. 5 1/3 innings pitched, given up 3 hits, 9 runs. Does have 7 base on balls and 7 Ks to his credit. And if my eyesight is talking correctly to me, we're looking at an 8.44 ERA.
0-2 is the count here to Meeks. He'll take time. Meeks, Verdung, and Davis scheduled up here. As that pitch in the dirt.
But as we mentioned, a lot of pitching used in the between both squads in the first game. I think a total of 9 is what we said. So a lot of pitchers.
So 1-0 is the count. Meeks blasts one out to right field. Right fielder's going to run for it, not going to make it. And this should be a double. Meeks going to have to hurry. Throws over the top of the cutoff man, and he's in for the double.
Yeah, and that was that different delivery, Adam, that you were talking about that Eldridge brought in there, and it did not fool Meeks any. Drove that pitch where it was placed in the right position, down the right field line, and was able to stretch out a double on it, even with the slick conditions there kind of coming around first. So great job there by Meeks. Great piece of hitting. This goes back to what I was talking about, is them getting on top early. Prime opportunity here now when you get your leadoff batter in scoring position with no outs.
This will bring up Verdung to the plate, playing third base here for the Indians. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Verdung. Double to start the game off for Meeks. That was his first hit of the afternoon, or into the evening, I should say now. 1-0 is the count here to Verdung. Verdung swings on this one late, fouls it off. And 1-1 now is the count. We've got a battle going on in center field. I don't know if y'all have seen this, but
I do.
The birds out there, they're not happy with each other. As they're flying around the lights out there in football.
And these aren't just little birds either, by the way.
That pitch missing for a ball. No, it's
like a dragon almost.
Yep, something out of Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I'm getting kind of nervous in here. I'm glad we're in the box, but they're still swirling around out there.
Yeah, they're going to attack somebody soon.
Do we need to shift the camera up there?
Probably so everybody's like, what are these guys talking about? As they've flown off into the trees now. But
that's good.
That pitch finds the corner for a strike.
Yeah.
2-2 now is the count here to Verdung. A couple of hawks is what that was.
I'm kidding. I'll go with that.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Got a runner at second here. Verdung at the plate. The pitch outside, nice job blocking that one up there by Logan. Keeps the runner at second. The count goes full now here to Verdun.
Yeah, anything in the dirt there, Meeks got the speed. He can get there. He's on the dry side of the field.
Yeah.
So he can probably get a good jump off that. So, again, great job by Logan to get out there and get his body out there to catch that ball and keep it from getting by.
Count full at 3-2. Jammed him. Second baseman's not going to be able to come up, and it gets through the wickets.
It was one of them oopsies.
And that'll be an error on the play. E4. And that's what we talked about, that wet side of the field. A lot of times that ball takes a higher bounce on some dry turf, and that one just kind of hit the mud and rolled forward. And a break for the Indians now as they've got runners on the corners after Meeks kind of had to wait at second to make sure he didn't catch it on a line drive. He was able to scamper over to third. Now ICC in business here early. Runners on the corners, no outs. Bottom of the first, no score. And this is Davis, who is red hot at the plate. 3 hits in the first game of the day. Trying to see if he can put the Indians on the board here early in this one. Davis swings on one, and that's going to be a grounder. There's one at second. It'll be a fielder's choice, but it does score the run.
And it's RBI in.
So 6-4 on the putout of Verdun. Does get the RBI, as you mentioned. And Meeks scores the run. ICC takes a 1-0 advantage.
And got a little shift in the batting lineup between what we're normally used to, as we'll see here. You've got Bryce Capobianco moving up to cleanup, and Blaine Ware right behind him now. So just trying out some stuff here. I'm sure Coach Collier is, to finalize some things, and both of them swinging a good hot bat right now, all three, really.
Breaking pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to the left fielder, Bryce Capobianco. Runner at first, that's Davis, who reached on a fielder's choice. He did drive in a run on that fielder's choice. This pitch fouled back off the netting. 1-1 now is the count. Well, Brad, that's what you said. For ICC, it's going to be important to get the bats going, score some runs early, to see if you can take some win out of the sails of this Northwest team. And so far, 1 run here in the bottom of the first is a good start for ICC.
Yeah, most definitely, because part of the win was already out of their sail from game 1.
This pitch popped up out of play on the left side.
So it's very important that ICC continues to pour it on and build off of what they had going into that walk-off win there in the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th of game 1.
So 1-2 now is the count here to Bryce. Runner at first. Eldridge on the hill here for the Rangers. That pitch goes high. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Davis over at first base after reaching on the fielder's choice that drove in Meeks. 1-0 ICC here in the bottom of the first. Game 2 scheduled for 7. Is that pitch high for a ball? Popped in and out of the glove of the catcher, who had to spring up and catch that one. Runner did not advance. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye there. Worked the count to full at this point, which is good. So seeing a lot of pitches.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here. Runner goes. Shot to center field. Center fielder's going to be running back to the wall, and makes the catch. Now they're going to have to hurry up and head back to first. And no throw. Boy, the Indians caught a break there, as they could have relayed that one around quickly in turn 2, but ICC was able to get back, and Capobianco gave it a ride.
I think Northwest is arguing that Bryce rounding first and going towards second was a little distraction there for them to throw the ball. I think they're appealing that out, or some of the Northwest folks were, but needless to say, he could have thrown it. But I think they're saying as far as he rounded first on that and went into second there to throw Riley back out. Good job for Riley to scamper back. That ball was hit a ton.
This is Ware at the plate, takes a breaking pitch inside corner for a strike. Yeah, if he would have had another spoonful of Wheaties for breakfast this morning, that one would have been out of the ballpark. Hit it to the deepest part of the park. Deepest part of the park, I should say. 390 at center. As that pitch goes high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Ware.
Yeah, and that's nothing for folks like yourself. I mean, you
give me a driver, yes.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, you've proven time again. You've taken it over that 390 sign out there. I mean, it's just impressive.
Ware fouls this one back. 1-2 now is the count here on the first baseman. So ICC strikes first. There's 2 outs and a runner at first. Ware at the plate trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. Eldridge trying to get out of this inning. Pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely there. And the runner stays at first. 2-2 now is the count.
Good eye, good patience there by Blaine. Again, 2s across the board here. Runner at first. Indians did strike first here in the bottom of the first inning.
So what did the 2-2 pitch here? Runner at first. There is 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Ware holds off on that high fastball. Now the count goes full at 3-2. So full count here to Ware. Runner will be in motion on the pitch. Ware digging in. Eldridge stares down and now gets the signal. That one inside nearly hits him, and that'll be ball 4. And so a walk to Ware, bring up Martin Knowledge, the shortstop here for the Indians.
Yeah, and it's, you're looking at the number 6 batter here for the Indians in the first inning. Kind of what you dialed up, what you want. You'd like to continue to go further as the pitch count starts to grow a little deeper here for Eldridge. So good job by the Indians. Now you again have a runner in scoring position. Martin Knowledge is up. Again, patience, seeing pitches, not swinging to, not being overly aggressive, giving the pitcher time to, as he draws ball 1 there outside, give the batter time, to look at different pitches this first time around, so that way they're able to really hit on it this second rotation.
1-0 is the count after that ball, missing low at the ankles. Runners on first and second, and they're just going to look the runners back to the bases there. So 1-0 is the count here to Martin Knowledge, the shortstop. And they want to call a balk. So runners will advance on the balk there, and it was no doubt on the balk because the infield umpire and the home plate umpire and Coach Collier called it.
And Coach Ball out in the parking lot.
Yes, she did. That's where they originally heard it yelled from. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Martin Knowledge. Boy, a base hit could be huge here for the Indians. Something down to the gap in the outfield would be even better.
Yeah, runners at second, like I said, 2 in scoring position here. And if you could put 3 on the board in the first inning, you're talking about some heavy pressure that we could place on the Rangers here, who are already kind of dealing with that little low spot from the game 1. Martin Knowledge kind of lazy, like a daisy, swung at that. He knows he probably shouldn't have, but 2 strikes.
1-2 now is the count, and you said that pitch was low in the other batter's box, and one of those that he was trying to go with the pitch, just tried to check his swing late and couldn't do so. 1-2 now is the count here to Martin Knowledge. 2 outs, runners on second and third here for the Indians. They lead at 1-0. There's a shot, and it's going to be a diving effort. Can't come up with it. 2 runs will score, and Martin Knowledge will have a 2-run single.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Martin Knowledge. Took the inside pitch, basically it was an inside pitch, and just kind of took it to where it was needed to go over the second baseman's head. Right fielder had a good jump on it, just couldn't come in to make the play. Understandably, it was a tough play, so it dropped with a 2 RBI single there for Martin Knowledge.
And now this will bring up the second baseman, Drew Capobianco, with a runner at first. Still 2 outs in the inning, and ICC leading it 3-0. This is what we saw Jones do in game 2. They came out and jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead over the Indians, and you kind of saw the Indians, for lack of a better word, tuck tail and just kind of cruise through game 2. Good to see the Indians strike early here in game 2 against the Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we dialed up. This is what we wanted, and then this is the effort coming out that you want to see, and working through this lineup here in the first inning.
Drew takes that pitch inside for a ball. But we say all that knowing what we just saw in game 1. The Rangers aren't a team that's just going to quit on you. They won't go quietly into the evening, even though they're down 3-0 right now.
No, they proved that. This is a big North Division rival as you take got strike 2 there, 1-2 on Drew. But no, it's definitely a rival. They're not going quiet at them by any stretch of the imagination. This thing won't be over.
So 1-2 now is the count. There are 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first, that's Martin Olich, who just drove in a pair of runs. And time taken here by the batter. Eldridge trying to find the exit here. ICC wanting to keep the bats hot here with 2 outs. This one fouled back off the netting. Will stay at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. There's a runner at first. Martin Olich, who just singled after a diving effort in right field, came up empty by Rogers. Heck of an effort by Rogers. 1-2 now is the count here to Capobianco. That pitch high and outside. 2-2 now will be the count here on the second baseman.
Yeah, good eye on his end there. Again, not being overly aggressive, watching your pitches that are coming in there, not swinging and anything that's not a strike. 2s across the board.
And there's strike 3. Great pitch coming back in on the inside there, and that will end the inning. But the Indians get 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We played 1 here in game 2. It's scheduled for 7. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Life's a sport that's full of laughter, the perfect plays, the near disasters. Some days it's tough to know which way to run. So when the game gets out of hand, you need a pal who's got a plan, a friend to help you win while having fun. He knows the score, passing the ball or passing the test. He knows the scoop, how to succeed and how to invest. Always remember, Herbstreit knows best.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. ICC with 3 runs in the bottom part of the first. They lead it 3-0 here. And it'll be Lester, Logan, and Rogers due up here for the Rangers in the top of the second. Northwest, with the game 1 loss, fell to 11-7, 1-2 in conference play. ICC improved to 8-7, 2-1 inside the conference. That's a big, healthy swing and a miss there for the first baseman, Lester. So 0-1 is the count here to Lester. Hard hit grounder to shortstop. Scoops it up, does Martin Olich. Throw across the way is in time. 6-3. Boy, I tell you what, Brad, that sounded like it exploded off the bat. Maybe just hit it off the end of the bat there, and a nice scoop and throw from Martin Olich.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very solid hit. Good thing it didn't. I was waiting to see if it took one of those wicked hops like it took in the first game. Luckily it didn't. Martin Olich was able to field it cleanly and make the good throw over. Gets the first out. Again, that does nothing but help build the confidence of Roe Ketchum out there who, 4 up, 4 down thus far.
Now Logan, the catcher, making his way to the plate. That first pitch high for a ball.
Yeah, when you know your defense is strong and stout behind you as a pitcher, it just builds that confidence level when you have strike 1 there coming in. So it's a 1-1 count here. on Logan. Just continues to build that confidence where you can come out and you feel like you're pitching. You're wide open on your pitching. You can kind of throw different pitches, things that you may not used to. You can try different pitches here and there. So it helps out a lot. It helps out tremendously when you got your defense behind you. And ICC's played great defense today. 2-1 count.
That pitch missing outside. Ketchum's pitch coming, and more of a 12-6 type delivery there, and it misses. 3-1 now is the count here to Logan, and you imagine Logan probably taking on this pitch here. See if he can be the first base runner of the day here for the Rangers in game 2. No, he takes a healthy chop at that one, swings at a high fastball. 3-2 now is the count. Shows what I know. And everybody knows it's not a lot.
I wouldn't say that, Gore.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here. And there's strike 3.
Rung him up.
Nice job there by Ketchum, coming back and finding his second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. ICC fans and Northwest fans, for that fact, remember you can visit rewardsextra.com to learn more about Renaissance Bank's Rewards Extra checking account. They offer things like roadside assistance, cell phone insurance, over 400,000 discounts, along with the great rates and service that Renaissance has to offer there. That's rewardsextra.com.
Coming out ahead, Roe Ketchum gets strike 1 and gets ahead in the count. 0-1 here with Rogers. So
Rogers playing in right field here for the Rangers. Takes a healthy swing at that one, finds himself behind the count now, 0-2. So 0-2 is the count here to Rogers. There's 2 outs and nobody on. As Ketchum shakes off a pitch, now is ready to deliver. And this pitch fouled straight back over the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth.
Think I got your car?
I got insurance, so. I didn't hear any oohs and ahs or.
Them was that and had a little too much pop on it to get the car.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch here. Little off-speed pitch, grounder to the third baseman. Gets it, going to have to throw. It's a long throw, and it's there in time.
Nice play.
Heck of an effort there going down the line by Rogers. Beautiful throw for Verdun to get a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Rangers. ICC leads it 3-0. It'll be Hancock, Hood, and then back to the top of the lineup in Meeks when we come back right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
This is you, right? Like, you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up. Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the second inning here in Game 2 between ICC and Northwest. If you're just now joining us, you missed a heck of a Game 1 as ICC won it 8-7 on a walk-off wild pitch in the bottom of the ninth. Second time that ICC has won the Game 1 in conference play on walk-off fashion. Trying to find a way to get the rare sweep here against Northwest. As ICC and Northwest, we talk about it just about every sport. Pretty friendly rivalry. It isn't a rivalry, but it's one of the more friendly rivalries in the entire state. A lot of respect between Coach Collier and Coach Carson. As that first pitch inside for a ball gets away, nobody on base to worry about there. This is the DH. Hancock at the plate here for ICC. Hancock, Hood, and Meek scheduled up here in the bottom of the second. ICC leads it 3-0. This pitch popped up. Left side will get out of play, and that'll go for a long strike as it lands in the bullpen. 1-1 now is the count. Well, ICC got it started with Meeks with a double to start the bottom of the first, and it was an error. A fielder's choice by Davis drove in Meeks. 1-0 ICC. Then it was a 2-run single by Martin Knowledge with 2 outs in the inning. And that is a Sonic scoring recap. And this one's going to be fouled off, and ouch, off the leg of Hancock. And good on the home plate umpire, basically to walk it out and give Hancock a chance to kind of walk it off for a second. So 1-2 now is the count here to Hancock. Of course, we talked about the walk-off excitement from the first series against Jones. It was Hancock who had that walk-off single. Pops this one up right side. Right fielder's going to jog over. And we'll squeeze it for out number 1. So 1 out now. This is going to bring up the right fielder, Hood, for the Indians. Didn't get to play in game 1, so his first at bat of this series. So 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. Swings on the first pitch he sees, hits it hard, hits it deep, but hits it foul for strike 1. Oh, that was nearly in the back of someone's truck out there.
Huh.
Reason why I don't park that close to the field.
Me either.
If I'm not tucked away in behind the press box, I am parked next to the Davis Event Center.
That's where I'm at.
And I'll tell you a story why on this. And so back in my before ICC days, I worked in television and newspaper. So I was covering a American Legion game out at Pontotoc. As we'll wait for this pitch. As a swing and a miss there for strike 2 on Hood. But anyway, a guy by the name of Kyle Krieger was playing for, I believe, Pontotoc at the time. He went on to play at Western Kentucky. Had a really good career out there. As the 0-2 pitch coming outside for a ball, 1-2. Well, he pops a pitch up, and I'm looking over. I'm like, that's going towards my car. The next thing you hear is just a big boom through the front windshield of my car, all the way through. So I'm like, well, all right, that's what you get for parking so close. That pitch missing outside, 2-2.
Did Kyle pay for it?
Well, 3 innings later, Kyle comes back to the plate, pops up another pitch, and guess what?
No.
Ball number 2 through my windshield by the same batter in the same game. 2-2 pitch coming. Ripped.
Smoked that one.
This one's got a chance deep, and it's off the wall. And they're going to be a stand-up double there off the bat of Hood. Well, he smoked that one.
Yeah, he was sitting on that pitch, fastball coming in there, and I mean, he turned on it and smoked it. And so Indians again sitting here now with a man in scoring position with the top of the lineup, coming back up with Terrace Meeks.
So Meeks, who doubled and scored a run in his previous at-bat. To wrap up that story, Kyle's dad did offer to pay for my deductible. But I told him no, that's a freak accident. No way I was going to do that. So to wrap up that story there, his dad did offer to pay the deductible for that. So
well, that was very nice.
It was. So the Indians lead this one 3-0 after that 1-out double by Hood.
You didn't move it after the first time you hit it?
Oh. As there's a hard shot. Carbon copy of the other one. It's going to be down to the base of the wall. And Hood will scamper from second to home, and that's going to be the second double of the game for Meeks. RBI double there for Meeks, and ICC now leads it 4-0.
Now batting is number 16.
Well, unfortunately, the reason why I did not move my car was I was a one-man show for that game. So I was running camera and everything like that. So, I mean, after the first one, I might as well just left it and let it get attacked all day.
Yeah.
So back-to-back doubles there for the Indians, and ICC leads it now 4-0. And this will bring up Verdong, who reached on an error in his first at bat. You got speed at second in Meeks. That pitch finds the zone for a strike.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about now, Adam, and that's ICC jumping out early here and getting the lead. They've got a 4-0 lead. 1 out here. You still have a runner in scoring position. You got your number 2 batter up with Will Verdon. So, again, opportunities.
There's a hard shot. That's going to get past the diving shortstop. Meeks had to check up before he got hit by it, and that's going to go for the 3rd straight hit for the Indians.
Yeah, great job by Meeks right there again, and that's being smart on the base paths, and that's what you want. Coach Carson's going to have to make a mound visit here, but that's what you want. You got to have be smart on the base paths. Don't make those critical errors. He didn't. Again, we're now still here with 1 out, runners at first and third. I don't project a change here. He hasn't given any.
So he hasn't looked toward the bullpen or asked for the baseball in this sense. Maybe one of those just buying a little bit of time for his pitchers to get a little bit more warm up over there. But ICC, back-to-back doubles. It was a 1-out double by Hood. And you think about Hancock's hit to right field was hard hit. It was a hard hit double out to the gap in left center. And then a carbon copy of that one by Meeks as he drove in Hood to make it 4-0. And then Meeks nearly gets hit by a line drive, which was hard hit off the batter Verdon. He's over at third now. Verdon is at first.
Well, got a good opportunity again here, and that's what I've been talking about. You got Riley Davis up to bat here. Riley, just like some of the others, has been swinging a hot bat, and so you get a first and third situation. Don't know if Coach Collier will try to put more pressure on by using any first and third offense here, but we'll see.
So 1 out, and this is Davis, who reached on a fielder's choice, drove in a run in his last at bat. He'll dig in here with runners on the corners, as Brad just mentioned. This one fouled right back into your living room. Strike 1.
Yeah, just got under that one. I think Riley knows he wished he had that one back. That was one that he probably
saw and just didn't square up that time.
Yeah, just didn't square up. He'd love to have it back, but he's still got an 0-1 count here, so he's still in the game. And, again, got runners at first and third.
So 0-1 pitch coming. That one's going to miss low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to the right-handed Davis. He's catching again here in game 2. Got runners on the corners for ICC with 1 out. They lead it 4-0. The home plate umpire calls time himself that time.
Yeah, I think some of the tape or something around Riley's wrist come loose or something, so he had to reattach.
Breaking pitch, and that was a pretty one there. Good job coming back in on the hands, and that one kind of just rolled over late and found the zone. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, 1-2 count here, got to protect.
Eldridge trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage done. There's a shot, flare out to the right fielder. Should be deep enough for a sacrifice fly, and it will be. And ICC now will go up 5-0.
Yeah, gives Riley another RBI.
That sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. As Meek scores from third. Invite you to follow the ICC BSU on Twitter at ICC BSU. They're on their way home from their annual spring break mission trip. They went to Alaska this year, so we hope they're having some safe travels. Last I talked to them, they were in Seattle early this morning, so they might be getting close to being home by now.
Yeah, they're a good group. They go up every spring break as Bryce Bianco got under that one. Pop up to the short and got an easy out. But good group there by the BSU. Proud of what they do with our student body and what they do over spring break to give up their spring break to go on those mission trips.
Well, the Indians get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a break. ICC leads at 5-0 here in game 2. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0 ICC with the lead after a 2-spot put on the board there in the bottom of the second inning. For Northwest, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up, Townsend, Griffin, and Bird. Ketchum still on the hill here for the Indians. Townsend, big kid, a lot of speed. Very impressed with his play today. He's playing out in left field. Swings on that one, grounder right back to the pitcher. Ketchum slips for a second, but is able to gather himself. One pitch, one out here. And that's what you like to do if you're a pitcher.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Again, it's carrying over. And, you know, as I've said in every inning, it doesn't hurt that you got 5 runs on the board. You know, again, that's that confidence that you go back out there on the mound. I've got the defense behind me. I've got the bats, and you know, when I go back in to sit down in between innings, I got the bats that are going to go out there and produce the runs. So he's going out there with more and more confidence. The pitch count staying low at him as you get ball 1 there. But again, this right now, if you're Roe Ketchum, you're sitting on a high.
This is Griffin, the shortstop at the plate, stands in and takes that one for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Griffin. 1 out, nobody on here. We're in the top of the third. Game 2 scheduled for 7 innings. And that one up a little bit. 2-1 now is the count. Crowd is kind of thinned out a little bit. It's, temperatures, I ain't going to say dropping, because we saw temperatures drop almost 16 degrees in a span of 7 innings last time we were on the air, but it is cooling off a little bit.
They dropped so fast last time we had to have Professor Bobby Gerald to work out the equation for how far they dropped because we couldn't keep up with it.
And that's the guy to go after if you got a math question.
Skippy. I'm going to tell you, brother.
That,
great math teacher, does a great job for the college, but, man, he knows it now.
Yes. 3-2 is the count. And he's one of those, like, and this shows you how good of a guy he is, and he's going to get mad if he's listening because he don't like people bragging on him. But math is a subject that a lot of students, a lot of people, including myself, kind of shy away from. You're like, I hate math. And so with that comes in sometimes an unfair opinion of math teachers. But if you talk to any student, once they leave ICC, it's a pitch coming, ball 4, issued there to Griffin. But if you talk to any student from ICC, you hear them talk about Bobby Gerald, it's all positive. They always talk great about him. So to be a math teacher and have kids think of you that way, it speaks a lot.
No, they do. They, you know, I mean, he knows it, but the good thing is he can teach it.
Yes.
He can teach it to these kids. They want his class. They want him for math classes, and does a fantastic job. Tell you what, he's got 2 very intelligent kids as well. So
I tried my best to talk his oldest into going to Notre Dame. He had a full ride with that perfect ACT score, and he just ain't going. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Now he did. I think him and his dad said he did go visit to see the campus, and he said it's a little cold up there for him.
I understand. Hey, when you've got, I mean, he can pick what he wants.
Yeah, so he can go wherever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got schools like MIT.
Yeah.
Talking to him. Anytime MIT would talk to me, they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, wrong number."
No, they didn't even get me. They didn't even get me for a wrong number. I mean, it was.
I can't even spell MIT.
I'm with you on that now.
Swing and a miss there as this is Bird at the plate. 1-2 now is the count here to Bird. There is one out in the inning, a runner at first after Griffin drew the walk.
Hey, Griffin, the first base runner of the second game for the Rangers here with a base on balls.
Ball in the dirt. He's going to try to go to second. Throw is not in time.
Good job by Riley there to pick it up and made a good throw there on the play there. It was just had a good jump. The Griffin was sitting there watching the ball, and with any base runner with any speed, got a little bobble there, and you're behind. Be aggressive on the base path. That's what he was, and it paid off. Got a runner in scoring position now with a 2-2 count for the Rangers.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here for Ketchum. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the third of the game for Ketchum. And now we go back to the top of the lineup here, and Hobson, who grounded out to the pitcher on the first pitch of the game. He will dig in here and try to spark the bats for the Rangers with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Runner at second. There is 2 outs. That pitch finds it in there for a strike, and Hobson, just confused by that one, watches it go by for strike 1.
Yeah, Ketchum's doing an excellent job thus far, keeping them off balance, keeping those hitters off, mixing up his pitches, again, hitting spots, things like that. Great curveball right there that comes in that Hobson fouled off out into the parking lot out there. So ahead in the count, 0-2 here, you can afford to waste one.
Be a big time for a Renaissance Bank strikeout here from Ketchum if he has one in him. 0-2 is the count. Runner at second. Ketchum checks the runner, now starts to deliver. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. There's that Renaissance Bank strikeout, the fourth of the game for Ketchum, and ICC gets out of that mini jam with no damage done. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Who put this over the front door?
Bobby.
Oh, come on. It was just a joke.
Maybe so, Bobby, but you know what isn't a joke? Small business loans from Renaissance Bank. Renaissance offers a variety of loan programs, which you would already know if you spent less time pranking and more time banking.
You know, I could use a little cash to start my own small business.
I'd say you're liquid enough already.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back. So we have a call to the bullpen here for the Rangers. Remember, when you're getting ready to make a call, either whether selling your home or maybe buying your next beach home like Dr. Brad Boggs has, give Ricky Murphy a call. Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy at 662-321-9824. That's 662-321-9824. And Dr. Boggs, you got some Sonic stats there on our new pitcher?
Yeah, C.J. Lofton, a freshman, 6'0" in height, Strayhorn, Mississippi. 5 appearances on the year coming into tonight with 10 2/3 inning pitched, giving up 12 hits, 7 runs, 5 base on balls, 10 Ks with a 5.06 ERA. So my question to you, Adam Gore. Where is Strayhorn, Mississippi?
Near Bucksnort in Tate
Love
County.
I love it. Near Bucksnort.
Have some friends that grew up in the Coldwater area, and one of them lived in Bucksnort.
Yeah.
And that is easily one of my favorite cities in the state of Mississippi. I don't know if it's actually a city. It might be like a small area or a.
I've always heard of Bucksnort, but I've never been there.
It's in good old Tate County. This pitch fouled off. Strike 2 here to Ware.
You reckon we have anybody listening from Bucksnort?
I don't know. If we do, hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. At Let's Go ICC, or if you happen to have my cell phone number, or if you happen to have Brian's, text him, say, hey, I'm listening from Bucksnort.
Love it.
So 0-2 is the count here to Ware. Lofton, new pitcher in the game here for the Rangers. So 1-2 now after that pitch missing. Lofton going to try to come in and stop a little bit of the bleeding here for the Rangers. They trail at 5-0 in the bottom of the third. And a beautiful breaking pitch there. Ware couldn't hang off of it, and that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout. Solid start to the contest there for Lofton.
Yeah, good pitch, though. Like you say, it was beautifully placed, and Blaine, like you say, couldn't hang off that one. It was just too good to lay off of, but that movement on that pitch, he could not catch up with it. So, again, got a strikeout there, so he has a walk and a strikeout on the evening. That brings up Matthew Martinovich.
So Martinovich had a 2-run single, and his only at bat here in game 2. Real quick, do want to give a shout out to Haley Alberson. She was named Conference Player of the Week, and today named NJCAA Softball National Player of the Week.
Wow.
Had a big game against Snead State where she had 4 home runs in that game. Is that pitch missing low for a ball? So 2-0 now is the count here to Martinovich. Softball scheduled to be in action tomorrow at Northwest. That'll be actually on the campus of Senatobia High School. Grounder to the shortstop, finds it, throws it across the way. The stretch and the out, 6-3 to retire Martinovich. That game will be on NWCCRangers.com. You can watch the game there, NWCCRangers.com. And so with 2 outs now, this is going to be Drew Capobianco coming to the plate. Lofton trying to come in here and spark the Rangers with a 3-up, 3-down inning. Started it with a strikeout, then got a little routine ground out to the shortstop for out number 2. That's a foul ball. And 0-1 now is the count here to Drew Capobianco.
Yeah, Indians still have a 5-run lead here in the bottom of the third. So, again, any momentum, hopefully it carries over for Roe Ketchum when they go back out there in the top of the fourth to continue, throwing a heck of a game. What he's been throwing thus far, not to take anything away from Northwest, but Roe Ketchum's been throwing a heck of a game.
0-1 pitch coming. It's outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Drew Capobianco. He struck out looking to end the first, so looking to redeem himself here with his second at bat of the game. Indians lead at 5-0. We're in the bottom of the third inning. This one's scheduled for 7. That pitch finds the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count. So Lofton with a 1-2 count here, trying to get a 3-up, 3-down inning in the bottom of the third. Capobianco, though, trying to spark the bats with 2 outs. Looks at that pitch, and it's missing low. Good eye, especially after the pitch that was just called a strike. He was able to hold off on that one. Good location by Lofton, just couldn't get him to chase one. 2-2 now is the count with 2 outs. Drew digging in. Swings on this one and pulls it foul just at the bag. A little bit ahead of that one.
Yeah, just a little bit, but got to get that timing down.
So count will stay at 2-2 with nobody on and 2 outs here. ICC leading 5-0 in the bottom of the third inning. And that pitch, borderline pitch, not going the way of the Rangers. Now the count goes full to Drew Capobianco. That one right at the knees, maybe just a little bit too low for the umpire's liking.
I don't think he liked it.
Looked good to me.
Full count.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here from Lofton. Time taken by the batter. Three-two pitch coming. And there's strike three. Nice job by Lofton to come back and find his second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Indians go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third. They lead it 5-0. We'll take a break and come back with the 2-3-4 batters for the Rangers. But before we do that, let's hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fourth inning. Cavett, Lee, and Lester scheduled up here for the Rangers in the top of the fourth. ICC leads at 5-0. It's Ketchum on the hill here for the Indians. And just couldn't hold off on that one there. Swing and a miss for strike one. Kivett struck out swinging in his first at bat of the game two. And looks at that one in there for a strike. Quickly behind the count, 0-2 here to Ketchum.
Yeah, good job by Ketchum coming in there and getting ahead.
0-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike three.
Excellent job there. Good job of pitching again. I continue to be impressed tonight with Roe Ketchum and his pitching outing that he's got here again. He does have the defense that we talked about, and he does have the offense in there behind him with a 5-run lead. That does help, but still don't take anything away from what he has been doing out there tonight and the game he's throwing thus far.
That was his third straight Renaissance Bank strikeout, as that one fouled back for strike one. We did have some defensive changes for the Rangers in the previous inning. Griffin moved to second for Cavett, and Kramer came in at shortstop. As that pitch missing, 1-1 is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. This is the DH Lee at the plate. And chases that one. And tell you what, when you're grooving, when you're getting your spots, when you got stuff going, you look like Ketchum right now.
I'm telling you, he just feels it right now. It's all going his way, and he's got the confidence, and that means everything.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. That one in the dirt. 2-2 now is the count here to Lee. He flew out to left to end the first inning. So Ketchum will dig back in. 2-2 offering coming. This one fouled back, just couldn't hang on to it there by Davis. And so we'll stay at 2-2. Yeah, the bat kind of came back and hit Davis's glove in that situation and caused it to pop out. Not in an interference type way, just an incidental way, if you will. 2-2 now is the count. Ketchum delivers that pitch up high. 3-2 now is the count here to Lee. So a nice job by Lee battling back here to force the count to go full. This one fouled off. And we'll stay at 3-2. Got a text from our good buddy KB out at Delta State saying they picked up a couple of wins today.
Nice.
That pitch missing outside. That'd be the second walk of the game issued by Ketchum.
I assume she's not listening to our broadcast.
I can promise you she's not.
Yeah, that's nice of her.
Yep. And so with that walk, there'll be a runner on first with one out, and this will bring up Lester to the plate. Lester playing first base. Grounded out to the shortstop in his previous at-bat. The Indians would love to see a carbon copy of that one and possibly turn a double play. Brad would love to see it because he'd get another pizza.
Ain't got the first one yet.
That's true. We'll get it on the way home. So 1-0 is the count. This one popped a mile high here.
Goodness.
And center fielder running around in circles almost and finds it and squeezes it for the out.
It may have taken one of those dueling dragons down up there that we saw.
I have earlier in the game. Man,
Yeah.
that was scary stuff.
Was, I'm telling you.
So now with 2 outs, runner was unable to advance in that situation. This will be Logan, who is catching here in game 2. He struck out looking in his first at bat. He's going to try to fire the bats up here with 2 outs and a runner on first. Listen to that breaking pitch across for a strike.
Great movement. Great pitch right there by Roe Ketchum again, just to get ahead in the count early, 0-1.
Runner at first taking very minimum lead. Is that pitch inside for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. We already saw in game 1 that Ranger player get picked off by a left-handed pitcher for ICC, so they're kind of staying a little snug over there at first base. 1-1 is the count here to Logan. Logan pops this one up. Center fielder will just take a few steps in and squeeze it for the out. Nice job to get back-to-back fly balls out to center field to end the inning after walking his second batter of the game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 3.5, and ICC leads it 5-0. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Bringing home the Batman calzone from Little Caesars might make you feel like Batman. But could you really be the Batman?
A little help here!
Never mind. But at least the new Batman calzone with a calzone crust will make you feel like you're a superhero. The Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza, pizza. Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning for ICC to be Hancock, Hood, and Meat scheduled up here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 5-0 here in game 2, trying to earn the sweep of Northwest here in conference play. Shows bunt, and it takes an awkward hop on the pitcher. It's going to be a bang-bang play over at first, and they got him.
Yeah, tough play there. Knocked it down. Laying the bunt down there, you'd like to drop it, and let it die. That one was more of a ground ball back to the pitcher. Of course, the pitcher did make a little bobble there and stumble, but was able to recover very well and make the play. So good job on the part of the pitcher out there, Lofton, to make the play there to get that out.
1-3 on the putout of Hancock, and now this will be the right fielder, Hood, coming to the plate. He doubled and scored a run in his last at bat. Pops this one up. First baseman's going to drift over and will squeeze it for the out. Got him out in foul territory for out number 2, and tell you what, C.J. Lofton has come in and has done a good job for the Rangers. And when you get 2 pitches and 2 outs, that's money. So now here comes Meeks to the plate, the center fielder who has doubled twice, scored twice, and also has an RBI. Fastball high for ball 1 to Meeks.
Yeah, the Indians hitters don't need to forget what happened last game, and they need to be sure, they get the 5-0 lead, but
that 5-0 lead ain't safe.
That ain't safe. Of course, Ketchum doing a great job as Meeks looks at strike 1 there, and Ketchum's doing a great job out there throwing, but again, the Indians need to continue. The more pressure they put on Northwest, the better.
So the 1-1 pitch coming here for Lofton. Meeks looks at it and called a strike.
Yeah, I don't know where that. I think he fell asleep on that.
It doesn't sound like it hit the dirt.
Yeah,
unless it just popped in and out of the glove of the catcher there. But I'm with you on that one, Brad. 1-2 now is the count here on Meeks. Meeks rips one, and it's going to get by. And could this be his 3rd double of the game? Nope, they're going to hold him at first. Well, again, the ground being a little bit wetter than it normally is kept that one from running to the corner. But another big hit there off the bat of Meeks.
Yeah, he smoked that one down the third base line. No way that the third baseman was going to be able to snag that one. Again, I'm like you. On a dry day, that ball would have ended up in the corner down there. Easy double from Meeks because of his speed. Tonight, it did not due to the dampness out there in the outfield.
And so now this is going to bring Verdung to the plate, who singled his last time up. Ball in the dirt, blocked up beautifully that time by Logan. You're thinking about how cool it is right now and how wet it's been. I'm not sure what the dew point is, but dew could be settling on the ground right now.
Look at you getting all fancy on it. I'm telling you what.
Not only was I a sports guy in my previous television life, I also dabbled in weather a little bit.
I'm telling you, your meteorology talk is so impressive.
There's a shot. This one's going to be trouble. Center fielder's going to have to hurry, and he will make the play. That'll be out number 3, and a great job out there in center field by Hobson to chase that one down and cut another run off the board, because if he don't make that play, Meeks scores with ease. 5-0 ICC with the lead. We're going to head to the top of the 5th. But before we do that, let's hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh dear, stay away from the new rug.
The homecoming game is next Friday, and no one has even asked me yet.
Sydney, do you want my advice?
Of course, Kirk.
I'd open up an account with Renaissance Bank. With their rewards extra checking program, you get great discounts from top retailers.
That's gonna help me get a date?
No, but it's gonna help you buy that outfit you really wanted so you can go to that cool new concert instead.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the top of the 5th inning. ICC with a 5-0 advantage here in Game 2 over Northwest. I'm Adam Gore, joined in the ICC Alumni and Foundation broadcast booth by the good doctor, Brad Boggs. And Brad, we said it, ICC needed to come out early, strike often, and they did But the bats kind of cooled off since C.J. Lofton's come into the contest for the Rangers.
Now batting number 15,
And so Ketchum has been solid as well. And so India's going to need more solid pitching out of Ketchum.
Yeah, you got to keep it going. Again, knowing that defense is playing behind him, they've done a great job tonight. And so, again, more solid pitching, more throwing strikes, more getting ahead in the count, which he didn't do. You got ball one right there. But, again, getting ahead of these batters and making them fight to get back because he's thrown a heck of a game. Again, like I said, I don't have the pitch count up here, but I know he's been able to get out of innings very quickly a lot of times. So, got 2 balls.
So
checking down there. Did not go. So, 2-0 count here on
this is Rogers.
Rogers,
Townsend, and Griffin scheduled up here. As that pitch drifts high for a ball.
And what you don't want the same thing to happen, not to say that it is or will, but kind of like what we had talked about in the post game with Brady Davis. He had that command, and he did, and just, and it happens to all of us, but and then you got 4 straight right there to put him on, and you got the free pass. When you start giving the free passes, and that's why Riley Davis is going out to the mound right now, and I like that. That's taking charge. When you start giving the free passes, you got to settle down. Something, you got to get back in there, and you got to figure it out. You got to get back in that groove of where you were, and that's what Riley Davis is out there to do, to say, hey, we've been doing this. We've had this going all night. Let's me and you. We're playing catch here. You throw it to me, just like we've been talking about. You hit your spots just like you've been doing. Everything's going to work out. You got a defense that's playing behind you.
Third walk of the game there issued by Ketchum, and now this will bring up Townsend, who dribbled one back to the pitcher in his first at-bat of the game. That was to start the 3rd inning. Runner at first. And this one popped up a mile high. Right fielder is going to come in. Second baseman dancing around, and they can't find it. But they do get the runner at second. And it's just one of those tough situations where the Indians couldn't find the ball. Good heads-up play there by Martin Olich to camp out on second base, and that will actually turn into a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout of Rogers. And that's another one of those that we've seen go a mile high tonight, and it's caused some issues. And second baseman couldn't find it. May have been probably, I don't know, it was a long run for the right fielder.
Yeah,
I like the right fielder's momentum coming in better at the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, if he can get there, it would be the right fielder's ball. If he can get there.
Showing bunt, snap, throw down is going to get away, and now the runner will head to second.
I'm not sure.
There's the throwing error that time will allow him to head over.
All right, so you got a 1-0 count here, 1 out. Now you got a runner in scoring position.
It's actually, they called it a strike.
Oh, they did call it a strike. Okay.
So 0-1 is the count.
All right, 0-1. All right, my bad.
Well, no, I thought it was called a ball as well.
Yeah, I did too. Didn't hear that.
I didn't see him attempt at the bunt.
No, I didn't either. That's the reason I thought
So a break, in my opinion, for the Indians.
I'm with you.
0-1 is the count here. This is Griffin, who walked, advanced on a pass ball, but was left stranded in scoring position back in that 3rd inning.
It's a 0-2 now. That one actually, if you can imagine, hit directly off the light pole and bounced right back into the fence out here.
Well,
yeah.
They always say when you come to the ballpark, you're going to see something you've never seen before, and there it was.
That was today's event.
So
0-2.
0-2 is the count here to Griffin.
Good
swing and a miss. Great job coming back there for his 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Ketchum.
Yeah, he's had them when he's had them off on that breaking pitch and that movement that he's had. I mean, it's like they're off so bad. It's like I'm just out here trying to wave to make myself look like I'm actually trying to swing and put an attempt into it because they're so far out on their front foot. So it's a great pitch that he's doing there, and it's a great sequence.
Time taken here by the batter. There is 2 outs. A runner at second is Townsend. He got there after the throw got away from the first baseman on a pickoff attempt from the catcher. And again, there's that off-speed pitch, and way ahead of that one was Bird. struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Yeah, and I like this. This is what I like. Rowe struggled early. I say struggled. Struggled is it's too big of a word for really where he was, but he walked the first batter. That's what it is. But now he's come back and he's powered back and he's throwing strikes. Got another one right there.
And a good job, you talk about Rowe doing that, but also a good job by Davis to come out and settle down his pitcher. And you see what he's done ever since then. 0-2 now is the count here to the third baseman, Bird. Top of the fifth inning, ICC with a 5-0 lead here over the Rangers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout, back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeout, 7th of the game for Ketchum. We'll take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Batman can fight crime, but only you can bring home the Batman calzone from Little Caesars with pizza and calzone crust. So you tell us, who's the real hero? Walk in and walk out with the Batman calzone and see the Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza, pizza. You hear it, bacon? That sizzle?
Dude, whatever food does that applauds itself
There's no
on the
other
way
food
out.
that claps for itself. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. I've never thought about this before.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not gonna believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah? Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fifth inning where ICC leads it 5-0 here over Northwest. ICC won the first game of the day 8-7 on a walk-off wild pitch in the bottom of the ninth. Indy is trying to pick up the sweep here of the Rangers. And for ICC, it'll be Davis, Bryce Capobianco, and Blaine Ware scheduled up here. Davis is 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice fly, but he does have a couple of RBIs as he reached on a fielder's choice in his first at-bat that also drove in a run. C.J. Lofton has come in and done a great job of keeping the Indians' bats quiet over the past 2 innings. He's only given up 1 hit and faced 7 batters. There's one out to left field. Left fielder's going to have to hurry and makes the play.
Wow, great play there. I thought that one was going to drop. They've made a couple of good diving efforts out there that I thought were going to drop tonight. Northwest has. So great defensive efforts on their end to make those plays.
That was Townsend. Again, we talked about how impressive he's been out there in left field today, and another great effort out there in left, and that was a rough landing also to hang on to the ball. So if you're Davis, you get back to the dugout, tip your hat at Townsend and say good job on earning that out. This is now bringing Bryce Capobianco to the plate, takes that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here. Bryce is 0 for 2. He finds a piece of that one, fouls it off. 1-1 now is the count. Flew out to center field, popped up to the second baseman to end the second and his most recent at-bat. 1-1 now is the count with 1 out. Hard hit ball, and it's going to be stopped by the second baseman. Throw over is in time.
Great defensive play there. That was smoked.
Back-to-back web gems by the Rangers to get 2 quick outs here in the inning. And now this is going to bring up Blaine Ware, who is 0 for 1 with the walk and a strikeout. Man, that was a tough play. 1, to make the backhanded grab on the stop, but 2, throw from the knee and through a strike to get out a speedy Bryce Capobianco. So now this will bring Ware to the plate. Swings on the first pitch he sees. That's going to be a foul ball. Strike 1. Well, Blaine was the first batter that Lofton faced. He struck out swinging. That was to start a 3-up, 3-down third inning for ICC. So Ware will dig back in here. Bottom of the 5th. This game's scheduled for 7. Ware at the plate here for ICC. He's going to foul that one for strike 2, this time down the third baseline.
Yeah, quickly down 0-2, so like you say, Lofton has done a good job thus far. Of course, you know, we've had 2 smokes hit, you know, this inning. That defensive plays of defensive players from Northwest have helped Lofton out, but he still, to his credit, has done a good job in quieting the runs scored and the bats of the Indians since he's come in.
Ball in the dirt, gets away. Not a bad spot to miss. It's kind of the same pitch you got him chase on his previous strikeout. 1-2 now is the count here to Ware. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That's the situation here. Ware waiting the pitch from Lofton.
Ooh.
Curveball, and you got to be careful with those to a guy like Ware if he can dial in, especially one that hangs up high like that.
That's what I said. Ooh, I saw that thing hanging up there, and I thought, oh, that could be dangerous.
So the count evens up now at 2-2. There is 2 outs, nobody on here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And there's a curveball that just couldn't quite get on top of there. 3-2 now goes to count to Ware.
Yeah, good job by Ware to work this thing back here now to full and get that pitch count on up a little higher for Lofton here. So,
and fouls this one off. Nice job finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive here.
Yeah, Ware doing a good job up there battling, waiting on that pitch. Hopefully he'll see that pitch and he knows he can drive.
And so the count will stay full at 3-2, 2 outs. Ware swings at that one, but it gets away. He's going to have to hustle down to first.
He's going to get there.
And he will, as he'll reach on the pass ball. So break there for the Indians as Ware was able to scamper down and get down to first on the pass ball after strike 3. And now this will bring up Martin Knowledge to the plate. He's got a 2-run single to his credit, grounded out on a hard hit ball to the shortstop his previous at bat. So with 2 outs, he'll dig in here and see if he can spark a rally for the Indians here in the bottom of the 5th. ICC leads it 5-0 here in game 2. There's a shot and a line drive right at the shortstop. Just had to lean back over and get that one there. So for the second straight inning, shortstop retires to shortstop. ICC, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We played 5 here in game 2, scheduled for 7. Indians lead it 5-0. We'll be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the 6th inning. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs brings us action here on the ICC Sports Network. Thank you that have stuck around with us all day today, and a special hello to those that are watching in support of the Rangers right now. This game was pushed back to a 3 o'clock start after being washed out on Tuesday. So a little Pac-12 baseball action. You know, during football season, you always get that crazy Pac-12 football game at midnight.
Yeah.
So you got a
Pac-12 game in.
Yeah. Going to show bunt, lays it down. It's going to go foul. As this is Hobson at the plate. He made an outstanding diving catch out in left field for the first out of the inning back there in the 5th.
I'm going to change bats. He didn't like the one he was bunting with, apparently. So
that first bunt attempt goes foul for strike one. Softball in action tomorrow in Senatobia as they'll take on Northwest. That'll be available on NWCCRangers.com. That breaking pitch, ooh, a beauty, and missing up a little bit. 1-1 now.
Fold umpire.
I'm with you on that one. That looked pretty good there. 1-1 now is the count. With this off the end of the bat here, first baseman's going to scoop it up, and he will run over and tag the bag. And tell you what, impressive speed there by Hobson, as he made that a lot closer than I think Ware thought it was going to be that time, as he hustled all the way down the line. And so now this will be Kramer coming to the plate. I believe he came to the plate the last time.
Kramer?
Yeah, I think I gave it Kivette, but I believe he batted in Kivette's spot in the previous inning. So this is Kramer at the plate now. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch missing high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, I didn't have it down myself. I missed that one.
So Kramer with a 1-1 count, 1 out, nobody on. That one in there for a strike, 1-2. When we talk about softball, our next broadcast right now is scheduled to be softball on Friday. However, I feel like Mother Nature may have more plans for us on Friday.
Here you go, that meteorology talk again.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Nice off-speed pitch there. 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Ketchum. And now this will bring Lee to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. He's 0 for 1 the day with a walk. So Lee, who is the DH here in game 2, caught the first game of the day and very active behind the plate, but very solid for the Rangers defensively. Takes that first pitch low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. And then hammers this one, and I don't think the ballpark's going to be able to hold it. It's not. As that one out of here for a solo home run for Lee. He was waiting on that one, and I tell you what, he squared it up and said goodbye, as it is off the reservation. A solo home run makes it 5-1 now in favor of the Indians.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first hit.
It is.
I wasn't going to say anything.
See, that shows I wasn't paying attention there, but yeah, that broke up the no-no.
Yeah.
Dang it. He was 5 2/3 inning and an out away from 6 innings of a no-no going there.
Well, like I say, good job by Ketchum, and he just needs to settle down. That was a deep hit ball, but hey, 5-1, still got the lead. You can still get the one hit shutout, not shutout, excuse me, one hit complete game win here.
Yep.
And so there's still a lot going for you, you know. And so and he's battling right there, got a 1-1 count on him. So good job by Roe Ketchum.
So the 1-1 pitch coming, curveball,
yes.
finds that corner.
Beauty.
1-2 now is the count. So 2 outs, nobody on after that solo home run by Lee. And that one nearly hits him as he comes back on the inside there. 2-2 now is the count. This is Lester at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center, grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Fouls this one back, and we'll stay at, I believe, 2-2.
Yeah, and they'd been, the Northwest batters, they'd flown out several times tonight, and Roe Ketchum had that good fly ball pitch that he was getting them to fly out on. They were dropping their back shoulders. Their timing was off. Everything was mixed up. Just had one batter right there with Lee, and he was squared up on it, and you know, and that just happens. That's just part of baseball. And you're late in the game here for a 7-inning affair. And so, again, nothing to hang your head over. If you roll catch them, keep going. You got 2s across the board here. Let's get this out and go back in there. Let the Indians get an insurance run before we go into the top of the 7th.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Ketchum to Lester. Fastball, ooh, good-looking pitch to ring him up on. Yeah. But they say it's just a little bit too inside for the umpire's liking.
Yeah, I like him working that inside because he is flirting with it right there, and I like that. He's placing it perfectly right in there.
So 3-2 pitch coming.
Swung
on and missed for strike 3. Number 9 on the evening here for Ketchum. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. ICC leads it 5-1. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance, it should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
And welcome back as the Rangers make a call to the bullpen here, and they bring in Dalton Henley. This call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. He reminds ICC fans when you're ready to step up and make the call to sell your home or maybe move to your dream home. Give him a call at 662-321-9824. That's 662-321-9824. Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy, a proud sponsor of tonight's contest here between ICC and Northwest. And we got some Sonic stats here on the new pitcher in Henley.
Yeah, you got Henley, a freshman out of Lewisburg, Mississippi, who does have 1 appearance on the year. No decision out of that. Gave up 1 hit, 1 run in the contest at that time. 3 base on balls, 3 Ks, and does have a 3 ERA coming into this matchup tonight.
And he will be greeted here by Drew Capobianco. Swinging now from the right side of the plate since he's facing the lefty pitcher. Fouls it back.
Yeah, Drew's due tonight now in this second game.
Yeah, he has struck out twice. 1 to end the first and another time to end the third. So 0-1 is the count here to Drew. Swing and misses at that one. We're in the bottom of the 6th. ICC leading this one 5-1. Just now joining us, Ketchum had a no-no going through 5 2/3 inning before giving up a solo home run to the DH Lee. Time is taken, and he didn't mean to throw it at the umpire, but the umpire kind of looked back at him and as if like, you throwing that at me, kid? So 0-2 is the count here to Drew Capobianco, the second baseman. This is that pitch high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs.
Wouldn't hurt. The Indians love to even tack on another insurance run or two here.
And that one low in the dirt. 2-2 now is the count.
As we've seen, Northwest has the capabilities of definitely tying this game in the top of the 7th. So any runs we can put on the board to help the cause, and takes another ball there. Good eye by Drew.
Yeah, good job battling back to force the count to go full here by Capobianco. So 3-2 now is the count. Still no outs as Drew is starting us off. Hammers this one, but it's going to go foul and out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2. Well, it went towards the parking lot, didn't hear any oohs and ahs, so apparently it didn't get a vehicle.
Yeah, that or they were like you at your Pontotoc matchup and just didn't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I parked there. That was my fault.
That's on me. Could be some of those fans that got here thinking it was a 2 o'clock start. They're like, hey, I've been at the ballpark for 7 hours now. We don't care. This one jammed him, but he's able to power it out to center field. Center fielder will drift over and squeeze it for out number 1. So 1 out now, and this will bring the DH up. This is going to be Eli Hancock to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right and then grounded back on a bunt attempt back to the pitcher for, in his most recent at bat. Swings on this one. This one jams him, and he's going to pop it up to the shortstop. And a nice job by Henley to come in and get 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now this is going to be Easton Hood coming to the plate. 2 quick outs, and Hood will dig in. So Hood trying to spark the bats here with 2 outs. Swings on that one, and he's going to do it. Nice job laying back and waiting on that one. And that's going to be his 2nd hit of the game for Hood. He will be in tomorrow's Daily Journal if we, well, no, he won't, because they're probably already going to deadline with the agate. So we'll try to get that one in on the next opportunity. This is Meeks coming to the plate. He's been red hot here in game 2. He's got a pair of doubles and a single. 3 for 3, 2 runs scored and an RBI as well. That pitch goes high, ball 1.
Yeah, Meeks has had a great game, as we mentioned, or you mentioned there, with a RBI, 2 doubles and a single. And so let's see if he can keep that hot night going here and have a 4 for 4 affair here.
That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Meeks.
That is if they give him anything to hit.
That's true. So 2-0, 2 outs. Runner at first is Hood, who just singled on the first pitch he saw of the inning. Snap throw is not going to be in time. And now the count goes 3-0 here on Meeks.
3-0 count. Would think he might cut him loose here. I don't know. We'll see if it's that perfect
no, excuse me,
pitch.
It's 2-1. He called it a strike.
Oh, did he? I'll be a dog.
So 2-1 is the count.
Huh.
And time taken.
Where was that at?
I have no idea.
How did I miss that? It's a 2-1. Okay.
So, yeah, that was on us. Because she had it up that way, but that pitch missing. Now it's 3-1.
All right, now we're back in.
I'm still confused.
How he got to be 2-1.
Yeah.
Or 2-1, excuse me. I thought it was a 3-0.
And Meeks hammers this one high to center field, and
got under that
center fielder's going to camp underneath it, and that will do it. First time Meeks has been retired here in game 2, and ICC will take a 5-1 lead into the top of the 7th. Indians 3 outs away from the sweep here against the Rangers, but as we saw in game 1, far from over here, as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. ICC with a 5-1 advantage here in this one. 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second for ICC. Then it was a solo home run in the top of the 6th that broke up a no-hitter for Roe Ketchum. And so now it'll be Logan, Rogers, and Townsend scheduled up here for the Rangers. Indians 3 outs away from getting the sweep of the Rangers. Very rare. Most of the time when these two teams meet, you're going to see either a split. That's what you're going to see is a split. Neither team really, over the years, have been able to come away with the sweeps of each other. Is that one in the dirt, missing? 1-1 now is the count here to Logan. He is 0 for 2 on the day, flew out to center field to end the 4th, and his last at bat, he also struck out looking back in the 2nd. That pitch finds the corner. 1-2 now is the count.
I want you to know that Lee Adams has the sweatshirt on at this point.
Oh, so he has went to the truck and retrieved the sweatshirt. It has gotten chilly.
Oh,
wow. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
If you want to call that a swing. I mean, he just waved is all he did. Again, kind of like last time, he has had them off all night on that breaking pitch, and he knew his timing was off, and he just waved just to say he swung, to say he didn't get rung up for not swinging. A great pitch from Roe Ketchum there, and that's, what, 10?
10. His 10th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Dribbler up the middle, second baseman boots it. Tough one there.
Yeah, that's an error.
E4 on the play. And so now with 1 out and a runner on first, this is going to bring Townsend to the plate. And that's what we said, this game, yeah, it's been cruising for ICC for the most part, but in this league, when you get teams like ICC and Northwest together, there's a reason why the Indians have guys up in the bullpen right now. Crazy things happen in this league quite often. Runner at first. Breaking pitch. Called it a strike. That one drifted out a little bit, but we'll take it. This is Townsend. He reached on a fielder's choice, advanced on an error. He also grounded out to the pitcher. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Out in front.
0-2 now is the count.
Yep, just had him out in front on that breaking ball again, and just barely got a piece of it. 0-2 count now, so it's kind of wide open on what Roe wants to throw and what he feels good about throwing in here to either try to get him to chase something, whether it be an off speed or the fastball somewhere, and see if he can place it. And
Swing
he did.
and a miss on the fastball.
Wow.
Renaissance Bank strikeout number 11 for Ketchum. Well, he has put together something special here in game 2.
He sure has.
So now this will bring up Griffin to the plate, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Runner at first with 2 outs here. That pitch in there for a strike. great job by Ketchum. You think about it, you just saw your second baseman kind of boot the ball around a little bit, could get rattled. No, he comes back and finds his 11th strikeout of the game, and then quickly gets ahead of Griffin here, 0-1, 0-2.
And there was really only one inning that I can remember when he walked that first batter. That we kind of thought, is he, and that's when Riley Davis went out there, took that time to settle him down, and ever since then, been good.
So 0-2 is the count here to Griffin. Runner at first, he goes. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Wow. What a game.
12 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the evening for Roe Ketchum. And there is no doubt on who our Sonic star of the game is going to be.
Who?
You. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins Game 2 and gets the sweep of Northwest 5-1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Oh, I need to stop by the bank.
Why? You have a bank in your phone.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins Game 2 by the final score of 5-1 behind, if I say a heck of an effort, that's a kind of an understatement. 12 Renaissance Bank strikeouts from Roe Ketchum. And Brad, your thoughts on the game?
Well, they did exactly what we talked about in the beginning when you were asking what do we do and what do we need to do to win this Game 2 to ensure it. The bats came out hot, first and second inning, put up 5 runs on the board, and then, of course, a dominant pitching performance by Roe Ketchum. And as you mentioned, or you and I mentioned, one inning there that we thought, he may have lost his train of thought or may have his mind may have gone somewhere else. Baseball is such a funny game because if you're in that zone and your mind's in that zone and you're focused and all that, you can keep it going. If you ever lose that train of that focus, that train of thought, let that mind wander out there. Sometimes it can take you off into those areas, and did not happen. I liked the leadership of Riley Davis to take that moment, as we said, and he stopped. He called time. Coach Collier didn't go out there. Coach Ernest didn't go out there. Riley Davis went out to the mound and said, all right, man, let's go. We got this. We're going to throw. It's me and you. Throw balls and strikes. You got a good defense playing behind you. So for the Indians to come in here and take 2 from Northwest, yes, it was on our home turf, but still to take 2 from Northwest Rangers, which is always a battle, especially coming back the way they did on that first. Technically we dominated all day in a sense. Northwest came back in that first game and was able to make it a game, but there again we fought back, and that showed the resiliency of this team and how they're able to do that. And then again, this second game, they just said, all right, Roe, here you go. I'm going to put it on your back. And Roe did it. And he took it and went on with it. And had it not been for that home run at him, we'd be celebrating a no-hitter right now.
Absolutely. That game recap being brought to you by Sam's Town Market. Sam Ferris and all the rest of the crew out at Sam's Town Market proudly serve some of the best meats and produce around the Northeast Mississippi area, along with a wide variety of specialty items as well. Stop by and visit Sam's Town Market, located at 3325 North Highway 371, or as I like to say, right there in the heart of Manatee. You can also find them on Facebook, Sam's Town Market. Well, they're going through the tradition of the coaches running through the tunnel and the players, well, give them a pat on the backside. And it's not with very much love there, but Rick's going to jog through this one.
He stopped and did a walk.
I say he's loving it, as he's going to get a rare sweep here against his good buddy Carson, Coach Carson over at Northwest. We already talked about it. Brad, I think it's pretty easy to say Roe Ketchum, our Sonic star of the game, 12 Renaissance Bank strikeouts, only gave up 1 hit, was 5 2/3 innings before he gave up that hit. The guy came out and did something special tonight to help the Indians win, so our Sonic star of the game, goes there to Roe Ketchum. Final line of the night for Northwest, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. For ICC, 5 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. The Indians improved to 9-7 overall, 3-1 in conference play. Northwest falls to 11-8 and 1-3 in conference play. ICC will be on the road Saturday at Hines, so that'll be the next time the Indians are back in action. Brad, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
No, I mean, I agree with you, Adam. And this is what the Indians needed going in. You know, they've had some of those tough losses that you and I call games out here, those non-division opponents. And, you know, here we are now. They need this. They need this building block. And guess what? One thing I didn't mention, Babin came back today.
He did.
And so we got Babin back on the heel. And maybe, you know, what we're seeing is some of this coming back together. We're going to get the strength back together. And these Indians are going to make a run for the postseason. They got it in them, and let's see if they do.
Absolutely. So that's going to wrap things up here from Fulton. ICC wins the first game 8-7 on a walk-off wild pitch in the bottom of the ninth, and then come back behind 12 Renaissance Bank strikeouts from Roe Ketchum to win 5-1 in Game 2. So for Dr. Brad Boggs, Lee Adams, the Taylor, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.